Hi Libra, welcome back to your monthly tarot reading. I'm Ashley Rose and this is your monthly tarot reading for February 2022. How are we doing? Today we are going to be pulling 7 cards for the overview of your month, an affirmation at the end, but an oracle card, 3 cards for your love life, 3 to clarify, and then at the end we will end with an affirmation. This month is really gonna start putting into motion everything we've been learning and reflecting on within January, during Mercury retrograde and even Venus retrograde, the way we see our relationships, the way we think about things, how we've maybe been putting ourselves in our own way, or let me say that better, getting in our own way of our success, right? And even when I was shuffling beforehand, I got this, I kept hearing don't dim your light. Stop dimming your light for, spaces and people and environments that don't have the capacity to let it shine, okay? I feel like that's a special message for you guys because we're starting off this month. Still a couple days left in Mercury retrograde, February 3rd, all the planets go direct, and it really is like we are putting our foot on the gas and we are ready to go forward. We have a new moon in Aquarius that happens the 1st of February, and that's helping us be a visionary in our life. Really rethink, relook, rework the narratives that we have been seeing, how we see our success, how we see ourselves in the future, and really getting down to the nitty-gritty of what that looks like, what that feels like, what relationships are in our life, and ultimately what we are hoping to see. It's also causing us, they're causing us to look at some of the challenges and lessons that we've gone through in our life and really look at the things that we learned in that, look at how we can grow from that. It's, there's a opportunity to be a little impulsive in the beginning of this month because there are so many things kind of coming to the surface, but ultimately we will kind of transform that energy into a way that's going to best serve us because we're no longer looking at the past as a way forward. We're looking at the future to tell us how to move forward. So it's like envisioning this future self and aligning yourself with it instead of looking at the past and saying that I can't get there, right? It's like moving out of this victim mentality and moving towards more of a, I can, I will, I'm going to go after it type of idea. And then we have a full moon coming up that's in Leo. And again, just illuminating our talents, our strengths, what's really going to help us rise to the occasion of the success that we see for ourselves. And in most of February, we are in Aquarius season, so we're being revolutionaries. We're in this humanitarian energy where we are ready to, reinvent our lives, reinvent the way that we think about we think about our thoughts, right? How we talk to ourselves. We're detaching from old attachments like maybe codependency or, toxic relationships or other people that just weren't really for us. And now we can align ourselves with, better, authentic connections. And this is building a sense of community around us. And that's what this, Aquarius season is here to bring us. And then we end this month in Pisces season. So if we didn't think we could dig even a little bit deeper, we are digging deep. And it's really important, I think, as we're on the precipice of this new beginning, this new chapter that is way more aligned with what we want, that we really get deep and we get honest with ourselves about, where our desires are coming from and what really excites us and lights us up. We have this opportunity to connect that with our spiritual side and really have a better understanding of, just what it is we want and how we can get to that with ease instead of resistance. We no longer want to resist ourselves from things that we want in life, right? Because again, a big theme throughout this year, or big themes throughout this year, are balance, which you are Libra, so you're all about balance. Balance, harmony, that connection between our mind, body, and spirit, our connections with ourselves, with other people, and then also our spirituality. It's really big focus on that this year, coming back to tuning in to who we are, what we want, instead of looking at things in the outer world and how that might satisfy us instead, right? It's going within to then go without. It is helping us this month get in a very stable place and to build that foundation as we've let everything else kind of just go away. or fall away, I should say, with Mercury retrograde and that Venus retrograde, because it's kind of like we've been put in a mirror. A mirror's been put up to you know, who we were, who we are, what we want, the, you know, the old behaviors we used to kind of engage in, and how we're going to get forward, and maybe how those, not maybe, but like how those things are standing in the way of what we really desire. So it's this really cool opportunity this month to, you know, really kind of put your money where your mouth is and do the work that is necessary to you, because we got a lot of things going on. We got a lot of things coming in. There's stability, there's love, there's connection, there's abundance, there's success, there's financial security, and that comes from listening to your desires and following that, this inner, again, that inner light that shines within you. And that will be in all the darkness that seems right now. It is going to be the guide that kind of sees you through. So we're not looking, you know, we have the ideas in our hands, or in our minds. We no longer need to look again outside, or, you know, keep asking the universe, oh, show me the way. You know the way. Okay, seriously, Libra, I am excited. Oh, at the bottom of your love reading, Justice. Come on. We like when she's present. Oh, and even here at the bottom. Wow, okay. I picked up a lot, but we have the Ten of Wands here, and then you see yourself hiding underneath the Ten of Wands. We're hiding behind the weight that we're carrying. It's time to just let that go. And then we have Death and even the Six of Pentacles. So that's baby Justice. So very present here, and understanding that these things need to go away. It's time to let go. It's time to surrender. And it's time to leave the past in the past, because you're creating the life that you want with the people that you want. And there's no more time. You know, we're no longer insecure. We're no longer needing to keep our guards up and starting protecting ourselves from all these people, when the people that are around us and the people that we've been gaining relationships with and deepening those relationships are things that we can trust, because we start the month off with the Lovers, and I love this. So pay attention, and there's King of Pentacles right after that. So it could be an earth sign coming in, so pay attention to that. But, you know, there is an opportunity to make new decisions and new choices, and to ultimately grow yourself with somebody else within a connection. This can be romantic, this could be platonic, this could be a business, you know, relationship, but ultimately it's divinely guided and being brought to you because of this future that we see for ourselves, because of the clarity that we receive, you know, that we receive and that we have been receiving. Or we can make this choice to go forward with somebody, right? There's this mountain between the two, and, you know, that is a signal for a journey that you're going to go through together. And you have, you know, kind of like opposite, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I always use this example because I feel like it's easy. Like, somebody's business minded, right? Because we're talking about Pentacles, and then you have really great ideas, or you're really creative because you're Libra, right? And you're about beauty and, you know, seeing the love in life and getting really creative and tuning into that side of you, and you can come together to take your ideas and take the business side of it, come together and create something that's long lasting, that's successful, that brings you the success that you've been wanting. And it comes from listening to yourself, listening to, you know, because 6 is also the number for love and peace and harmony. So listening to things that you love, right? Listening to things that you desire, knowing confidently, you know, what your talents are, what your strengths are, and how you can apply them and use them with somebody else in like harmony to help each other grow, because they both are coming here with two different things to heal, two different things to grow together, but ultimately this angel is bringing them together to go on this next journey together. And there's the sun behind this. So again, your light, shine your light. And when you shine it, those who see it, who value it, who also have a light to shine that works well with yours, will come your way. 6 is the number for temporary opportunities. So you really do have an opportunity this month to grow with another person, to grow deeper in your connections, and even deeper in your connection with yourself, right? Because now we're finally balanced, or we're working on this balance and making that a priority, making our self-care a priority, that we have an opportunity to connect with ourselves deeper. And that's what, you know, this new moon at the beginning of the month is coming for, or is helping us do, with Aquarius season is helping us do, and even going into Pisces season, again, getting down deep to what the root of, you know, it's all about. And then we have the King of Pentacles. So again, like I said, this could be an earth side coming in. This is also you stepping into this energy, this being experienced in, you know, in your career and what you want to do with your life, understanding that you are comfort and you are security when you put yourself first and you prioritize your self-care. When you prioritize balance in your life, you can have the comfort and the security that you're looking for. The King of Pentacles is also about financial abundance. Again, being financially secure. It's about good relationships, having good health. But look at him here. He's sitting here in his kingdom, right? In the empire that he's built for himself. And he's sitting there in his riches, right? He looks abundant. This is like, if I think of like wealth or feeling good or feeling comfortable, like that's the King of Pentacles, because he's sitting there in all this like lavish attire, and he's got all these plants, this vine all over him. So the work that he's putting in, the fruits that the seeds that he's planted for the fruits of his labor to grow, they're growing and they're becoming an abundant source for us to tap into, for us to feel comfortable with. And it came from experience. It came from trial and error and from lessons and putting in the work necessary to figure out how to be here, to figure out what it was going to take to make him the king, right? And he's sitting there, he's got his little pentacle on his lap. And I always see that as like holding your power, right? Holding your light, holding your authenticity, what makes you special, and honoring it, right? That's what I think of the King of Pentacles. I always think about how he honors who he is to create what he sees in his life. And so you're going to honor who you are this month, because when you do that and you stand by that, look at, we got the 10 of Pentacles. So this is the vision that we see for ourselves. It's coming. It's so clear. We can literally touch it this month. Like, it's not even like, oh, it's in the distance. It's like, oh wow, here I am. And it brings us to this crossroads of a new beginning where we can really reflect on where we've come and where we are now, and be thankful for where we are. Because look, this king is sitting in his kingdom with his family, with his friends, with his children, and they're enjoying each other's company. They're not worried about, you know, their career, their work, what they're doing. They're not worried about other people, because the connections around them are people that they want to have around them, or people that value them and support them. This Roman numeral X, I spoke about this a little bit, being a crossroads. This is a crossroads, you know, into being able to look back and see where the past has kind of held you back, and ultimately move forward into a new direction, into a life with a lot more ease and a lot more comfort and a lot more flexibility. You know, you've made this space. You've built it for yourself, and it's time for you to now stand in it confidently with those that you love and take it up and explore what that can be for you. Is at, you know, maybe you're an artist and branching out in a new artistic way, or maybe you work in a corporate job and maybe you know, it's time for you to move up the ladder and you have a promotion, or maybe you work in marketing and you're trying to come up with a new idea, something different when it comes to social media, something like that. You're playing around, or maybe let me back up and talk about that again. Maybe you are marketing and you do things like billboards, but now you're going to try something like social media. I'm unsure, whatever works for you, but it's something like that. It's just exploring this space that you built for yourself, because it is something to be very proud of, and it's something to be very like confident in, because you did it, because you're taking the opportunity to put yourself first, put your desires first, balance out what those are, and really stay focused on what you see for yourself. Because in the middle of the reading, we have the Four of Swords in reverse, and that is when he's this way. This is contemplation, this is meditation, this is rest. He just came back from a hard journey. You know, before this is the Three of Swords, and that's about heartbreak and grief and sadness. So he needed to go and sleep it off and get back in touch with that vision of the future that's sitting up here, right? But this is in reverse. So we don't need to sit and meditate and think about this vision of the future. The vision of the future that we've been dreaming of is here for us. Oh my God, Libra, that is literally so amazing. So excited for you. It's literally all around you, and the stability that you've been building, the security, it's right here. So it feels like this moment of like, pinch me, I'm dreaming almost, but it's like not a dream, because it's your reality. You know, look at this Knight of Swords being here, and it's like in the middle of your reading. So what is around this month is your stability, and the fact that you've done this, and you can calm those thoughts, and you can soothe your mind, and there's not swords that are hanging over you, and things that, you know, we talked about this Ten of Wands here, the weight that that we've been holding on to that makes it hard for us to see what's right in front of us, we're dropping that. We're letting it go, because again, we're balancing ourselves out and we're allowing ourselves to walk forward into a new future. I mean, look at this. We got 444 here. 4 of Swords, 4 of Wands, 4 of Cups. Pay attention to 444 this month. And 444 is a message that like your ascended masters, your guides, your spirit guides are with you. Your higher self are with you. You are protected through this. So if you have moments of like doubt or uncertainty, or you're just unsure where you're going, ground back into your 444 and remember that you are protected through this. You are being guided through this, divinely guided through this situation, okay? What's going on, what's happening is supposed to happen exactly the way that it unfolds. Because we have this 4 of Wands here, and this is one of the happiest cards in the deck. And this is literally like a celebration, a wedding, a time to, again, celebrate the work that you've put in, because you are aligned with your purpose. You are aligned with what you want to do, because you have your energy tuned into your desires. When I look at this, is 1, a doorway, and 2, this is like 11-11, right? So we think about 11-11, make a wish. What have you been wishing on? What new beginning have you been ready to start? And now that everything's working together and everything's going direct, that we can finally move forward into this. That we're not standing on the outside of this picture, but we're moving through this doorway and we're welcoming it around us. We're having fun with life. We're allowing ourselves to, you know, meet new friends, have new connections, build a greater sense of community around us, where we really feel supported in our endeavors, creatively, emotionally, personally, in our careers, where this is a happy time to really just enjoy that, okay? So be present this month through this, Libras, because there's like, look at all this positivity going on around you. And then we have the 4 of Cups in reverse, and usually when he's this way, it's like he already has 3 filled cups, goals, dreams happening, but he's sitting under this tree and he's like, I don't have enough. Like, but I don't have, you know, the car I want. And the universe is like, okay, boop-a-da-doop, here you go. But with it being in reverse this way, we're not sitting here ungrateful for what's coming into our life. We are very grateful, and we understand that in that feeling of gratitude, again, we find security. We find that foundation. We build something stronger. So again, the relationships that come in, this 2 of Cups, are something that can heal and grow and support us, and it's very important. Relationships are going to be a big one for you this month, especially because we have the Lovers, and then we have the 2 of Cups, which is like the baby lovers. So I love how in even your personal energy as Justice and the 6 of Pentacles, and then here with the Lovers and the 2 of Cups, like the connection and balance is very important to you this week, or not this week, this month. So remember that. 2 is also the number for, again, balance, relationships. It is duality. So, you know, good and bad. And it's also the High Priestess in the major arcana. So again, tune into your spirituality, that connection. Being connected to yourself authentically is what is allowing all these things to come in. And that's what keeps you these 4 of Cups, these 4 of Swords in reverse, because you are soothing whatever uncomfortableness comes up, the challenges that we faced, you know, the lessons that we had to learn. We are looking towards the future, and we understand that this being upright, we ain't got time for this. That's looking in the past. That is, you know, being stuck in our grief and not appreciating what's around us. We are moving forward. We are moving to the future. And that is very exciting, because for our Oracle card, we have the Great Gathering. It says it's all coming together, intuitive hits, soul tribe. Pay attention to who you meet this month. There, to me, we got a lot here. We got earth signs, some fire signs, even a little bit of air and some water. So really just pay attention and, you know, listen to your intuition, listen to your guide. When people come in, you know who feels good, who doesn't feel good, but you are really creating that soul tribe. You are really creating that sense of community. I want to read what that says really quick. 96. The Great Gathering. You are being called to let your intuition move you physically. You are connected to a group of souls who are weaving a web around the planet. And as you travel and share your creations, something is rethreaded. This card is an acknowledgement that you are either being called to connect with others who are like you at a soul level, or that you already are. You are being called to gather groups of people, either by leading them or becoming a part of a group that can support you in your soul's personal mission. You are a part of a group of souls who agreed to be here at this time in history to heal yourself, your ancestral line, and the planet, to raise consciousness so that we can continue to call this magnificent place home for eras to come. One of many consciously choosing to devote your life to something greater than yourself. It's time to crawl in your tribe by sharing your soul's voice and letting yourself be seen. When you share what is real and true to you, you share the medicine that you need most. Those who are like you will gather around you. You are your tribe, and they are just like you. And just as you are longing and searching for them, they are longing and searching for you. And so you can say something like, to activate your heart, I choose to now let myself be seen. I am ready to call in my soul tribe and create a web of light over all the planet. I love that. Literally shine your freaking light. Let me tell you, because it's all coming together. All right, now we're going to get into your love reading. We have heart-to-heart conversations with the Ten of Wands in reverse. We have worth waiting for, the Hermit. And then you have deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship, Three of Wands. That's really interesting as we've seen the Lovers and the Two of Cups, but I think like as reading that Oracle card, it really is more about building community and your soul tribe, because with these cards, I feel like it's not directly pointing to like somebody coming in love-wise. You are kind of, you know, having heart-to-heart connections with somebody that's, if you're in a relationship or in some type of partnership, friend, sneaky link type of situation. You're being honest about what's going on, and you're kind of dropping some weight, some baggage that, you know, you used to hold on to, or maybe those emotions that come up. Maybe we're telling them, you know, like, this isn't really what I want. It's not really the connection I want to have, not really the relationship that I see myself in, and I'm just going to kind of for the betterment of me, go within and learn what that is and connect to myself, because we have this worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life with the Hermit, and it's like, we're not going out there and connecting. We understand that what's coming in is worth waiting for, so we're going to do the internal work that we need to make ourselves ready for when this person presents itself, right? Because even this deception with the Three of Wands, we're like looking forward. We're not even looking, again, we're looking forward at our future. So we're not looking at anybody that's trying to deceive us, anybody that's trying to bring poo-poo energy in. We're just like, rather not. And so I really feel like that's what you're doing. You're focusing on you, and you're focusing around the relationships around you, and something potentially can grow from that, but allow it to grow at its own pace. Don't really try to kind of interfere or, you know, get ahead of yourself when it comes to that, because the best things are worth waiting for, and that's the message that you got. So I'm going to move into our affirmation. If you'd like to know more about me, you can go to ashlyrose.com, follow me on Instagram, that's Ashley Rose Tarot. The links are in the description box for that. And our affirmation is, when I truly surrender my desires to the universe, a mighty force of faith can set in. Yes, because we're tuning into our intuition. We're allowing the universe to do its work. We are surrendering and allowing this balance to come in and take up space, okay? Have the faith. It's going to be a great month, Libras. I cannot wait to see what it has in store for you. Otherwise, I will catch you on the daily tarot readings.